Welcome students, this is your science teacher Anirban Boshak. In today's class we would have a quick recap on the chapter Nutrition in Animals. Animals follow heterotrophic mode of nutrition, that is, they directly or indirectly depend on others for their own survival. The animal nutrition involves nutrient requirement, mode of its intake, and finally utilization of the nutrients in the body. Now coming to the 5 basic steps of animal nutrition. What are the 5 basic steps of animal nutrition? Let us know. The 5 basic steps of animal nutrition are: ingestion, digestion, then absorption, assimilation, and finally egestion. So, ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion, these all form the 5 basic steps of animal nutrition. There are different ways of taking in food by different animals like scraping, swallowing, capturing, etc. Now coming to the digestion in humans. The digestive system in humans comprises of the alimentary canal, or the digestive tract, and the associated glands. The alimentary canal and the associated glands together form the digestive system in humans. Now coming to the alimentary canal. The alimentary canal comprises of the mouth, esophagus or the food pipe, stomach, small intestine, large intestine which ends in rectum, and finally anus. So, mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine which ends in rectum and anus together form the digestive tract or the alimentary canal of the human digestive system. Now coming to the associated glands. What are the associated glands of the human digestive system? The associated glands of human digestive system are salivary glands, liver and pancreas. The associated glands of the human digestive system are the salivary glands, liver and the pancreas. Fine. Now coming to the alimentary canal and discussing about it, the different organs one by one. First is the mouth. The mouth comprises of teeth, tongue and the salivary glands. Fine. Teeth, tongue and the salivary glands are the part of the mouth. What happens in the mouth? In the mouth, the salivary glands secrete saliva. The salivary glands secrete saliva, which helps in the breakdown of starch. It helps in the breakdown of starch into sugar. So here the digestion of carbohydrates begins. Now coming to the esophagus or the food pipe. Esophagus or the food pipe. O is silent here. In esophagus, it helps in pushing down the food to the stomach by alternate wave-like constrictions called peristalsis. What are those wave-like constrictions called? Peristalsis. Fine. So, with the help of peristalsis, the esophagus helps in moving down the food to the stomach. Now, what happens in the stomach? The inner lining of the stomach produces hydrochloric acid, mucus and the digestive juices. Yes, the hydrochloric acid kills the bacteria which comes along with the food, whereas the mucus protects the inner lining of the stomach from the effect of hydrochloric acid or HCl. Whereas the digestive juices helps in breaking down the proteins into simpler forms. Small intestine. The small intestine receives secretion from the liver, pancreas and its own wall. The liver secretes bile. Yes, the liver secretes bile, which is stored in a sac called gallbladder. The bile helps in breaking down the fats. It helps in breaking down the fat. So bile helps in breaking down the fat, whereas pancreas helps in digesting the carbohydrates, fats and proteins into simpler forms. Whereas the intestinal juice secreted by the small intestine breaks the carbohydrates into simple sugars, fats into fatty acids and glycerol, and proteins into amino acids. Small intestine contains numerous finger-like outgrowths called villi. What are those numerous finger-like outgrowths called? Villi, in singular, which is known as villus. So these numerous finger-like outgrowths increases the surface area for absorption. Yes, it increases the surface area for absorption, the villi. So the small intestine is the site of absorption as well as assimilation. Small intestine is a site of absorption and assimilation. Thank you, students.